Have you ever experienced like this beautiful feeling of lightness, like almost you feel like you connected with something more than the mind can comprehend? Something like, you're just feeling so ease, like with yourself, with everything around. And and suddenly when you're feeling like that, the mind comes and say, what next? And for example, if maybe the best examples to describe this is, for example, you sitting somewhere out there by the river. And instead of, like you're watching the river, you're just feeling something that is, you can't put into the words. And then instead of enjoying, that thing you see, the river all of a sudden become a project because you kind of thinking, okay, how the river runs and where is the river starting, what the river, just like the technical of the river. And, or for example, watching a sunset and suddenly, the beauty of the sunset is taken over by the part of you that, you just want to photograph, take a picture of it. Means, you enjoying the beauty, but there is a mind coming and say, let's take a picture. The river become the project because you just, for a while you're enjoying, and then you just start thinking how river really works, how it works, why it's so powerful and what it's doing and all of that. Same, with conversation. We, instead of, we feeling the joy being with each other, and, all of a sudden we start analyzing. Instead of being in a moment, the mind comes and just wants to dig deeper and take the beauty of that simple connection. And creativity, same thing with creativity, that, instead in the moment when we, creating something, when you're feeling that energy, that expansiveness of, kind of, you get those things together, you feel very creative. And suddenly, it feels like, okay, I'll do that. And then it would be good if I do this again and again and again. It become like almost a system, which, is just that gentleness kind of starting being trapped with some, almost like a mechanism, some structure. And what is important for me to share in this video, that I've experienced this so many times. And if you watch some of my videos, I even talk quite a lot about it, that in the moments when I feel this beauty, this, running, and I can feel is like incredible, the mind jumps, and instead of experiencing life as it is, life become kind of like, we become like managing the life rather than experiencing. We become like the managers of life. And what I kind of, okay, what I think the moments when we feel so open, the openness, it truly, like if you think about it, when you're sitting on the beach and you're looking into the sun and to the waves, to the water, just staying in that sense of just observing the beauty, it does not, the openness, that sensation, it does not come with instruction. Think about it. They're not coming with instruction. They just present it as they are. And, the flow, that sense of knowingness, what is the next step? It does not come again with instruction what the next step should be. And what I like to point in this video too, that whatever we're experiencing as an openness, as flow, as the moments of everyday life, like we're not only doers, this is a life flowing through us. And we don't have to understand everything. We don't have to keep asking. Maybe those things don't need to be understand. Maybe they're just there for you to simply be and observe and purely experience the softness of the air, so the beauty of of the sunlight, the things they hard to verbalize. They just pure life experience. And I'm wondering if you have experienced this, if you could see that moment when there is like a two reality happening in the same time, that life that wants to flow through us, and the mind that already wants to understand that. Share with me if you experience something like that. Share with me if this is something what you've been maybe observing for a while. And if you haven't, just notice next time when you're sitting out there, when you even, spending time with your animal, maybe cat, dog, or any other animals, just to be with that without trying to understand, or just catch yourself the moment when the mind comes and wants to understand. Lots of love and see you next time. And if you like the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to make lots of different videos from my inner experience, and it's all about us understanding the true power that is limitless and is flowing through us all the time, and is inviting us to be and observe and expand. Lots of love and see you next time. Bye for now.